Excuse me. I'm sure that's super loud. I apologize. No, I'm good. Lord Cabal. Dan, I hope you're getting Colossal Warjack for your Signar. Of course, Stormwall is in the mail. Actually, it was funny. Before I left, there was, what was there? Mike came out. And he was like, I just ordered a Colossal from Matt. You want one too? And I was just like sitting there. I'm like, can I afford it? Screw it. It doesn't matter. It's a Stormwall. Give me one, Mike. Do it. Do it. So hopefully they will be in soon. Our good friend here, oh, what's his face? His name is, I'm terrible with names. I know his face, I can see him. He walks around, he talks a lot about War Machine, he knows like everything, he has like 10 armies. Maybe not that much, but Aiden went to Iron Squig, I don't know, Iron Squig. I don't know what it's called. But anyways, he got the Mountain King, like the big troll blood Colossal. Looks so cool. He's like all like brr, massive mountain on his back. And that's a troll. It's no fake troll, it's a real troll. I was very excited to see that, and I got very, very excited about my Stormwall when it would come in. And Stormwall is like, when I've been looking at it, he's a fantastic jack. Because he's got like 2 Defender guns, 2 Cyclone guns, plus he's not too shabby in the ways of close combat either. And just a combination, you like cast full tilt with Cray, he can just be like, oh, and just like annihilate lots of people. If you cast or with like Haley, you can like shoot tons more, or even with Sloan a bit. If you give him like all boosted attacks kind of thing. Like it was just, because he's just normal, right? You can only, or if you bond him to somebody, I'm not sure if he can be bonded actually. Or maybe one of the, or I think E-Striker can have a jack bonded to him. Yeah, I think that's it. Then you can get 4 focus. And so tons of awesome things, possibilities. Just whale into stuff. Just because he's so strong, it's exciting to think about. But when it comes in, I'll be sure to have it and paint it while I'm here with you guys. So nice. He's called Commander Karchev. I think that's the butcher. I don't know why the Stormclad has 7 on his head. Maybe it's a unit number or some strange reason. Thank you, that was very informative. I must admit, 35 point is by far the most enjoyable point level. Also, Dave should get Crix. Should go Crix. The Dragon Father is calling his tainted soul. Well, I'm sure you've seen his Crix army by now. I knew he had it all along. His massive Crix army. Actually, funny story, I was in his office one day, and I knew he had a Crix army. Like, before I even started Signar, they're like, oh yeah, I'm like, oh, I should do Crix. I'm like, Kador. No, I have a million Kador. Okay. Ooh, Crix sounds cool. No, Dave has a huge Crix army. Okay. And then I kind of went on. I never really thought about it, but I'm like, wait, if Dave has a huge Crix army, how come I've never seen it? And like a month or 2 went by, and I'm just like, huh. Finally, I was in his office doing something else, and he was like gone for aeration or whatever. And I looked over and I saw a Crix symbol on his big army case. And I was like, oh, wait a minute. I heard it was like a pre-painted like army that it was bought. And I don't know any details of who painted it, when, or where, or blah, 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 blah. But I know that is, I remember opening it and looking through it, and I was like, whoa, these are so well painted. And then ever since then, I have been harassing Dave to start playing War Machine. And so Methinks he might. After showcasing his army on the internet like that, I think we might see some games with him. Might have to take it easy. Let him win some games. Make him feel good about himself. So he'll play more. Well, that's the secret, right? You demo a game, you make sure the newest person wins. So they'll be more inclined to play the game more if you want them to play. I unintentionally lost my brother like that. Now he's going to start collecting Legion. He's all about the looks. And he hates the fact that there's units. He just wants like War Beasts and Warjacks. And Legion is probably the best one to do if you just want to do pure War Beasts. You kind of can with all the Shepherds and what's the other one called? There's something else that helps with Fury management a lot. But I agree, 35 points is pretty awesome. 50 points is also great fun. But it's just, you just have to spend a lot more time on it. Like 35 points is kind of like a 1500 point battle in Warhammer 40k. It's like 1500 points. It's not overly long. You can bring a good amount of diverse stuff with you. And like there's tons of stuff you can bring. And it's great. And you can play them like a couple games back to back in one night. 2,500 points is more like a 50 point battle. It just takes a lot longer, but there's more epicness. And that's a crazy thing. And that's when it really, that's when units become a lot more powerful because there's just not enough points to go around. And that's when you get to bring all your fancy little guys that you wouldn't normally bring that are more support because you can justify them, kind of thing. And they finally I don't know. They're both real fun, and it just depends on where you're at in your collection and how many points you have to spare. And then yeah, your army just completely changes like the feel of just because of your warcaster. Like you just completely change your army. You can bring the exact same army with a different warcaster, and just because of different spells and different strengths and weaknesses of your warcaster, you just have to play it completely different. Obviously, different armies will work better with other warcasters, but I'm sure you could exchange somewhat. Oh, get a Cyclone and Jack Marshall it with your gun mages as all D3 of his attacks benefit from Rune Shot. I am aware. I had this happen to me, I think one of my first games ever against Jordan Signar. But I don't know. I'm not excited about the Cyclone. I just don't see it. Like Cyclone's really good at taking out infantry. Like it just has lots and lots of shots. But it's just there's so many ways to take out infantry. There's not as many ways to take out the big jacks. And because of Mark 1, everything was all about infantry. This is what I heard. So Mark 2, there's just an overabundance of things to kill infantry. And so most of my lists are focused on killing those big guys. Because if you can kill enough of those big guys with your big guys and have big guys left and they are ineffective killing your big guys, I said big guys a lot just then you have the advantage and you can go in and kill, as long as you don't leave your caster up for assassination. Of course we'd like to see your orcs. Your conversions are gnarly, mate. Well, thank you. Orcsies. Oh, that's a great comment. Okay, so I don't remember your last comment, but Codane says, what I meant, Dan, is that you, for example, you take an ironclad you got from a box that contains pieces to build either a Cyclone Defender or an ironclad. When you've built the ironclad, you're left with stuff like weapons, the heads, and maybe other bits from 2 other models. Instead of magnetizing, you can pieces around buy off like eBay. I see what you mean. So you get 3 models for cheaper than buying a new box. Or you can buy 2 boxes and magnetize them, and you have 3 possible options for each warjack, but ultimately only 2 jacks. Yeah, okay. Basically, I'm not magnetizing my guys because whenever I think of bringing one, excuse me, let me loud again. Whenever I'm thinking of bringing another one, I wonder if this would help. I don't think so. Whenever I would like bring another one, like I'm building lists on Forward Commander, I'm just like, okay. I'm like, oh yeah, I could use this guy instead of this guy. I'm like, wait, I have both the Ironclad and the Defender in the same list. And whenever I'm bringing, although with the Hunter now to replace the Defender, there might be times where I'd want 2 Ironclads and then not a Defender. Because you always want to have some kind of range support to just pesker with their range support. And if they don't have any range support, then you get, more hits off. I don't know. Somebody loves War Machine? Who? It's a really fun game. It is. But as you can see, I've not forgotten my Orky roots. I think this looks so cool. I don't know how I'm gonna. I really don't have to paint it that much or highlight it that much now. I'm gonna have to even out this, like the paint thickened a bit. But for the most part, this worked out like super well. Just a little bit of touch-ups here and there. Paint like the little, like, not decals, but like the things on there, and then got his red paint job. Add some little things here and there. Get some dry brushing done in there. I'm not even sure if I want to dry brush this, actually. I might just like highlight it with bolt cum metal around the edges. I just want to play with it, and I'm going to drop it, and it's going to break. And I'm really, why did I do that? War Machine Banter Bat Rep, Dan versus Dave. Yes, please. Oh, it'll come. Don't worry. Paint the jump pack gold to make it look like he looted it from Sanguinary Guard. Oh yeah, where is my other orc? I completely forgot about him. I am sorry. For those of you watching from Poland, this is your model. I know it's a great model. It's on my desk. I know exactly where it is. I didn't lose it, don't worry. I just need to paint it. But when you don't have something, like, look, I've painted a little bit so in here. Mostly just kind of like touch-ups. I'm really bad at painting and talking, as you guys already know. I just hope my droning on, my voice has been distracting enough that you've been able to continue your painting and continue on with your lives. Because your lives are important. Don't let anyone else tell you otherwise. Alright. Out come the Sword Knights. Oh, I need to get this banner painted. Oh, but I want Runewood painted. No, he's staying in. I'll paint him later. We're going to start assembly lining these Sword Knights. I only have 2, 4, 6, 7 left. That's not that bad. Silver. Hi-ho, silver. Oh, so old. Comment below if you know what that's from. And then if you see someone commented on it, you don't have to make another comment and just refer to it. Dan, I'm glad that you like the model. I tried. Oh, this is from Gasparos, Mr. Tomasz Sajnicki. Eberly. Gasparo, I'm going to call you Gasparos, Mr. Nickname from Poland. Come on in. I've heard is a very useful, please. Oh, it's locked. One moment. What's up, Jordan? It's doing a painting vlog. Yeah. How do you like my orc fighter?
Very fancy.
That was pretty quiet.
Pretty cool.
It was way cool. Just like me. Not actually, though. Not actually. I guess the club is opening semi-soon. We got 20 minutes. Oh, the construction. Oh, ugh. Construction is... But it's cool in here. That's awesome.
You might want to just stay here.
Just stay here. Okay. Go ahead. Just walk in front. Just go walk just right there. Most people are looking at their models that they're painting because they don't want to look at my ugly face. So,
Add one.
no, that's good. This is too big of a brush. Ooh, but not for this. Oh yeah, so, comments. So yes, thank you very much, Gasparos, for that model. That's fantastic. Witch Hunter 10. Ever consider using Jonas Murdoch solo with a Merc unit to give them Assault Order? It's pretty good with a certain Merc group like Sam and Devil Dogs for very good anti-Jack/Beast units. We're checking out if you need to take down heavies quickly. With successful Assault Order, they get to fire the slug guns and stun Jack with Sam. Use one grunt to knock down stun Warjack and the rest wail on the Warjack with 3d6, 10 3d6 pickaxes. They're an expensive unit. Sam is a Jack Marshal in this case is needed. Would definitely recommend at least looking into Murdoch for a good Merc Signar combo.